Week 6 started with the Buccaneers beating the Philadelphia Eagles. Something the Carolina Panthers weren't able to do for some retarded reason. But anyway, it's time for the rest of your picks. Let's get started because I don't have time for this bullshit. Alright, Sunday morning football. I think this game's actually on CBS. Dolphins going on the road to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are also on the road because the game is in London, England. Another pound sterling blood money game. Dolphins just got fucking molested by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And Jacksonville just recorded their 20th consecutive loss since the 2020 season began. That's right, they have not won a game since their 1-0 start. Will that finally change? Hold up, because there's something missing here. Hold up, you have to excuse me for a moment. Yes. I've noticed that there was something missing during the first 5 weeks. Coin flip time, motherfuckers! Oh my god, that was a fail flip. But so let's try again. Tails. Go ahead and take the Jacksonville Jaguars to win, though, because I think that this may be their only chance to get a victory. If I'm wrong, so be it, because it'll be Jacksonville's 21st consecutive loss should they lose. And if my phone would work properly, things wouldn't be so awkward, now would it? Anyway, Vikings going on the road to Carolina to take on the Panthers. Fuck you, Carolina. You lost inexcusably to a really bad Philadelphia Eagles team. I'm sorry, no offense, but the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, even though they were playing from behind, still had no problems beating them. It is what it is. And the Vikings, escaping by the skin of their teeth against the Detroit Lions, sending the Lions packing and making Dan Campbell, of the head coach of the Lions, cry on camera, which frankly I don't give a flying fuck. If he was crying, that doesn't make him any less of a fucking man. Fuck out of here. Here, as far as this game goes, if this thing would fucking work properly, holy shit. Alright, fuck Stain. I don't have all day. And this is awkward. As I was saying, Panthers losing inexcusably at home to a really bad Philadelphia Eagles team, and the Minnesota Vikings, like I said, escaping narrowly against the Lions. But the bottom line is, the Vikings won. Since this was a divisional game, Vikings won. I'm gonna keep hammering this home. The Vikings bottom line won, and the Lions bottom line lost. Well, so the Panthers, along with the Broncos and the Raiders, have lost 2 consecutive games after their 3-0 start. Go ahead and take the Panthers to win this one. Alright, Chargers going on the road to take on the Ravens. This one should be a very interesting matchup. The Chargers pulling off a victory where both the Browns and the Chargers scored well over 40 points. Of course, the Chargers scored 47 and the Browns scored 42. God, only in Cleveland, where you can score 40 plus points, commit no turnovers, 0, and still lose the game. Yikes. And the Ravens. Wow, they had to come back big against the Indianapolis Colts, with Lamar Jackson throwing for 400 yards and accounting for 500 yards total just by him alone, throwing and passing. Of course, the Ravens' streak of consecutive 100-yard games has snapped. That's because of Lamar Jackson's throwing. It is what it is. And you know what? I think that this should be this is why it should be a good game. I might regret this because the Ravens defense. Because the Chargers defense, in my opinion, is a little bit better than the Ravens defense. However, go ahead and take the Ravens to beat the Chargers. Rams going on the road to take on the New York Giants. This is you got to put the Rams on upset alert a little bit because they have to travel coast to coast is the problem. The Giants are not that good, but on occasion they can pull out a victory. They can pull a victory out of their fucking asses. With that being said, go ahead and take the Rams to defeat the New York Giants. Texans going on the road to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Don't want to take too long on this one. Colts, end of story, moving on. Chiefs going on the road to take on the Washington football team. Yeah, it's looking like the Chiefs have finally been figured out. And if they face good football teams like they have all season long with the Ravens, Chargers, and the Buffalo Bills, and they lost to the Buffalo Bills at home, same with the Chargers. It's gonna be a long year for the Chiefs. They will definitely not clinch their division. People have been called. There are some people who have called it before the season started that the Chiefs would not win this division this year. And their Washington football team, their defense has been very disappointing. One of the worst in the league. Since their fate, go ahead and take the Kansas City Chiefs to defeat the Washington football team. Packers going on the road to take on the Bears. Normally, I would like to have fun ripping on this rivalry because people like to overrate the shit out of it because and get emotional and have feelings-based arguments and pass their feelings-based arguments as fact and all that fucking bullshit. But in this case, I will let that slide for now because the bottom line is the Packers are 4-1 by hook or crook, and the Bears are 3-2 by hook or crook. However, people need to stop overrating the Bears defense just a little bit. I'll admit they are better than I thought, but that does not mean that still does not mean they're good. Good. At least not 2018 good, if you know what I mean. So go ahead, take the Green Bay Packers to defeat the Chicago Bears. And that's all I've got to say about that. Could go either way. Bengals going on the road to take on the Detroit Lions. Cincy, I know you fucked up. Listen, valiant effort by the Bengals. I'll give credit where credit's due. Valiant effort. But they still lost. They better not lose to the Detroit Lions. They are in rebuilding mode, and when a team is in rebuilding mode, you better take advantage of that shit. So go ahead and take the Cincinnati Bengals to defeat the Detroit Lions. Cardinals going on the road to take on the Cleveland Browns. Last time these two teams met was just 2 years ago, and that was in Arizona, where the Cardinals won that game. This time it's in Cleveland. The Browns are a better football team than they were 2 years ago. Let's make that clear. They're better coached anyway. So are the fucking Cardinals. They're doing better now than 2 years ago. Yeah, I should have taken the Cardinals last week when they were facing the 49ers because I didn't do a good job of paying attention of who the starting quarterback was for the 49ers. And it ended up being Trey Lance, and he got hurt. But the only reason why he was starting was because Jimmy Garoppolo got hurt. With that, although yes, whatever. Go ahead and take the Browns. I don't think the Cardinals are gonna keep this undefeated streak going. It would be great for its franchise if it did. did, because the Cardinals haven't had anything to cheer for on a consistent basis. But go ahead and take the Browns to win, I guess. Cowboys going on the road to take on the New England Patriots. New England's in trouble. Last week against the Houston Texans should not have been a game. I'm sorry. I know other people are saying it, but it's true. Is the problem. That they should have been able to blow this fucking Houston Texans team out. The fact that they have not been able to do that is a big concern. And now they're facing a red-hot Dallas Cowboys team. And guess what? Take the Cowboys to defeat the New England Patriots. Oh boy! Raiders going on the road to take on the Denver Broncos. One of these teams is going to go 4-2 at the end of it. Does either team deserve to go 4-2 by night's end? I don't think so. No. They don't. But, unfortunately, one of these teams has to go 4-2. And yes, the Raiders are once again going to be looking for a new head coach in 2022 because John Gruden had to resign due to some issues in email issues. Because the Society of Softness decided to cancel John Gruden. And nobody's excusing what John Gruden did, but come on. Players and even owners did worse fucking shit. Way worse fucking shit than John Gruden did. But I don't like comparing shit like that. But the fact that the Buccaneers are taking John Gruden's name off of the Ring of Fame just because he said words. That's all there is. He just said words. And the only reason why these emails popped up was because the Washington football team is under investigation for workplace misconduct. Has John Gruden not heard of texting with his goddamn fucking phone? I don't care if he's a boomer or not. That's fucking ridiculous. Get with the times, man. But anyway, here's the deal. The Broncos, I got to flip for this one because on one hand, the Raiders are most likely going to not make the playoffs this year. Even though they're 3-2, because they're a team in transition again, and they're going to have an interim head coach. I know ESPN likes to prop up and hype up interim coaches and all that fucking bullshit. But give me a break. It's still an interim head coach at the end of the day. On the other hand, you got the Denver Broncos, who also lost 2 consecutive games. They got exposed. Denver's defense still sucks, at least from the offensive line's perspective. At front 7 in general. The Raiders' defense is just a little bit better than the Broncos' defense. I know they lost inexcusably to the Chicago Bears, but the only excuse was that that it was hard for them to focus because of that email that John Gruden said about DeMaurice Smith or whatever. And I'm sorry I'm taking too long in this video, but bottom line is this: the Raiders, talent-wise, way better than the Broncos, talent-wise. And let's be realistic. By season's end, the AFC West might be seeing two teams looking for new head coaches in 2022. So here we go. Heads for the home team, tails for the road team. Stupid phone. Stupid quota, excuse me. Okay, that light's in the way, so sorry guys. There we go. Much better. Tails. Take the Broncos, I guess, but don't be shocked if the Broncos lose this game. Last year, the Broncos were facing an interim head coach, and they still lost to that. And they still lost to that interim head coach. That would be the Atlanta Falcons. Because, like I said, the Broncos Broncos are worse than the Raiders talent-wise. All right, enough about that. Seahawks going on the road to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ooh, nasty middle finger injury by Russell Wilson, and not just that. He is out now due to ligament damage in said middle finger for at least 4 to. Well, it's reported that he's out 4 to 8 weeks. Ugh. The Steelers also lost Juju Smith-Schuster due to a shoulder injury, and he is done for the season. However, the Steelers' offense is still loaded. And Seattle's defense is also not very good. And Geno Smith, no offense to Geno Smith, but no, he's not. I mean, he may be a viable backup quarterback, but there's a reason why he's been bouncing from team to team to team. So go ahead, take the Pittsburgh Steelers. These two teams met 2 years ago as well, and the Seahawks actually won that matchup. I think the Steelers will defeat the Seattle Seahawks here. And finally, Bills going on the road to take on the Tennessee Titans. Man, what an ass kicking the Bills delivered over the Kansas City Chiefs. Not even a fucking lightning delay was able to save the Kansas City Chiefs in this one. They still had to go out and play the Buffalo Bills in the second half, and they still got their asses kicked. Didn't make it a fucking game. Because Kansas City's defense sucks. Now they're facing a somewhat better defense, but not really at the same time. I worry about the Buffalo Bills because the Tennessee Titans, yes, they are not good, but they're not horrible either. One more coin flip. Over here. There we go. Tails, okay, fine. Go ahead, take the Buffalo Bills to defeat the Tennessee Titans. That's it. That's all. Till next time, later, fuckers.